Hello everyone, Vita's a Fiji back again with another deck review. This is the Kingdoms of Erden. Once again, I have reviewed them previously, but this is there's a bit of a different version on this one. There's two different decks here. They both say Kingdoms of Erden on the front. This one also says playing cards. This is basically the second edition. It's a new version of the first edition. The first edition featured court cards with, I believe it was aggressive, stances, positions, poses, if you will, aggressive poses. And this one, if I'm correct, is defensive poses. Well, one is aggressive, one is defensive, whatever. And this one is a new version called Hearts of Darkness. This is all, Kingdoms of Erden is a fantasy world universe made up by the creator. The front of the box is almost identical, except they have different colored outfits. And it says Kingdoms of Erden on the side, the other side. In case you missed it, it's also on the top and it's on the bottom. And in the back, you see the back design. And it's okay, it's nothing glamorous. And then it says Kingdoms of Erden for trademark and copyright Timothy Olinger, artwork by Sebastian Tucholsky. And there's no seal. Another difference between these ones and the original one is the original one was produced by Liberty Playing Cards, which was and these ones are actually produced by Nick Playing Cards and have much better quality. No seal, nothing on the flaps. The Jokers. It's a guy playing with some rings. Says Joker in the two corners. He's pretty happy. And it says artwork Sebastian Tucholsky in one corner. And Kings of Erden copyright 2014 Timothy Olinger in the other corner. And there's your one Joker. It's exactly the same as the previous deck. And here's your back design in all its glory. It's like a picture frame with something in the center. It's kind of got swords going through a seal type thing, and then there's castles in the background. It's okay. The other Joker, the guy's in the process of throwing the ring. He's not too happy looking in this one. Maybe he pulls something in the process. I don't know, but it is what it is. The Ace of Spades. The rest of the cards are exactly the same as the first deck. Custom suits for all the cards. There's your spades. Hearts have flowers. Clubs are marijuana, more or less, or poison ivy. And the diamonds, blue diamonds. And you can see custom things in the, you can't even see. I apologize. Basically what I'm trying to say is there's custom details in the borders of the cards that are different from suit to suit. There you go. Court cards feature the guys, again, I believe this is defensive poses, stances, while the original one was aggressive. But they're basically the same figures, same artwork, just a different pose. This deck, by the way, I did not buy. It was actually sent to me for a review. It got lost on the way, and then it got sent to me now again with the one that I did order. Anyways, if you're into strange fantasy kingdoms, this might be for you. Unfortunately, I think the creator's trying to, create this, and there's not a lot of interest. Number cards, more of the same custom borders and pips. Oops. And then we looked at the back design already. There was definitely, in the previous deck, there was a double backer, I think it was, that was horribly centered. And so he actually sent out a second version. Or there was one card, maybe it was a Joker, maybe it was a double backer, that was horribly centered, and he sent out a replacement. These ones are actually centered pretty good. On top of that, produced by Nick Playing Cards, not Liberty Playing Cards, and they handle very nicely. I believe this is the new linen air finish that they're using, which is very similar to like a USB-C finish, which is nice. Let's look at the other deck very quickly. Well, it won't be too quickly, but this is the newest one that they actually did the project for, the Hearts of Darkness. More of the same with no seal or anything on the flap. You do get the same jokers. Hello. And the same back design. It's not centered as good as the other deck though. But this one you get a little more traditional looking faces for the most part. Here's your Ace of Spades. Got some oil dripping or something. And it's got somebody's arm in the corner. Ew. It's kind of interesting. Your Ace of Hearts is still a rose, and it's got the spiky things around it. And this time it's just a bone or something. There's another arm. The clubs actually have a, it's hard to see, but there's a skull down here, and basically 3 flowers, or 3 roses, 3 hearts I should say, I apologize. And this is the Ace of Diamonds. Okay, this is my issue with this deck. They made the diamonds look like hearts. I don't know, but does this look like it makes a deck cards usable? To me personally, I don't think so, because now it looks like I have 2 different Aces of Hearts, 2 different 2 of Hearts. Might be useful for a gaff deck or something. Court cards are similar to the previous one, again, except the colors are a bit different. And I believe, again, there is 2 different versions of court cards you can get. Actually, I can almost guarantee it. As you can see, these feature skulls on some of the court cards, if not all of them, one way or another. And then your number cards, again, they just got the pips. You got the rose hearts and the diamond hearts, one column. Just not a very good idea in my opinion. And it was brought up by myself and at least one other backer on the project, and he talked about changing it. It sounded like he was going to change it, but then he did not change it, and I'm upset about that, because had I known he was not going to change it, I would have canceled my my pledge, because this is just not usable for me. It's a good quality deck, but it's not that usable, because you got 2 suits of hearts, you know. I mean, let me know what you think, but that's what I think. However, to his credit, he did send me another little package. And it is a complete suit of real diamonds. The only thing is, the figures in the court cards are different. They got a different pose. But they're actual diamonds. So they're usable, and it makes the deck usable, except for one minor thing. They're horribly centered on the backs of the cards in comparison to the rest of the deck. But is that not a diamond? Isn't that what it should be? And he also sent me the rest of the court cards with a different pose, so I can change them all out and have the same poses in the deck if I wanted. So that was very nice. So that is the Kingdoms of Erden. I'm not sure where you can get it, but definitely check out collectible.cards.com for all your card needs. Use the code VIDEOSAFE42 and you get 10% off your order. See ya.